We've got over 500 vehicle tests on this channel, and almost all of them have headlight tests, so if you want to see how the lights on your vehicle work, this is the right place to be. Well, Toyota sent us a 2022 Camry, but not just any Camry, the TRD package, with a racing suspension underneath and a bunch of other performance goodies. We're not here to review the entire car in this video. That's a separate video. We'll have a link for that at the end of this particular video. We're here to review the headlights, because when you're spending 37 grand for a car, in a performance car made to go around corners and hurry, you need a good set of lights on the front. We'll take these out in the dark and see how they perform, and some country back roads to boot. Okay, it's dark enough. Let's see what these headlights are doing, and right now I have it on low beam. Only see one bulb in the socket, so let's see what happens when I turn on the brights. Well, definitely brighter. I can't see where that extra bulb is, but I guess it doesn't matter. It's bright enough, right? And here's what the taillights look like. Really, not much going on here. And turning on the engine didn't make it any brighter. And here's the emergency lights on. On the outside mirrors too. Now with the headlights off, a bit easier to see. Same here. And here's the turn signal lights. So what does this do? Apparently nothing. I guess this is just the housing for the reverse lights when you put the gear in reverse. Okay. Since we have the gear in reverse, here's what the picture looks like. There's a lot of flickering on my camera. I don't know if you see it on your end, but pretty clear in person. And what's this button do? Wide angle. I notice we have red dials on the TRD car. I don't know if that's standard on all Camrys now. It certainly looks good on this one. Otherwise, not much to light up in here, aside from the shifter. And here we have the low beam setting on a wall 33 yards away or 100 feet, and slightly above the top of the bushes. That's lower than I would like, but at least it's super bright. Go to high beam. Definitely bright in the middle. Not much spread. We'll be taking these out in the open road in a few minutes to see how this really works, so don't go away. Okay, low beam. Looks good thus far out in the street. One thing I like about this Toyota, if you don't want any interior lights when you open the door, there's a simple switch that disconnects that. There, lights out. If you watch my video, there's one accessory I do not like to have on my vehicle, and that's an auto-dimming mirror. I cannot stand those things, especially if they don't have a disconnect switch, but this is a totally manual system. Normal view and manual dim, your choice. Flick of a switch. That's the way they all should be in my book, but they're not. But I'm happy that's the way it is here. Thank you, Toyota. Plus, if it breaks, it's not that expensive to replace. On some auto-dimming mirrors, I've had to replace the price on like around 500 bucks. Yipe. Simplicity. And on the highway, these lights definitely do a good job of lighting up these street signs down the way. Okay, we're out in the country. Let's see how these lights work. If you're going to have a vehicle that takes corners in a tight hurry, you're going to need some good headlights, especially out here where there's a lot of wildlife. I don't mind hitting a mountain lion, but a skunk, that's a different story. That isn't very pleasant. And you can see when I enter dips, we do have a lot of cutoff. I don't particularly like that. That's why on roads like this, you'll be using your brights more often. And here's another example of how the low beams kind of disappear in pavement. high beam, low beam. Good bright lights on low beam, but just doesn't have enough reach for me. Again, on back roads like this, high beam's the only way to go. This is the local jail, and if I can light up the sign on top of the cage, it means our high beam passed. There you go. That's where they throw people when they can't pay their dinner bill or get caught speeding. Not a place to be at night because the rattlesnakes are out this evening. That was a nice little night drive. The end of our headlight test. Time to go back into town because the rattlesnakes are coming out. A few bats swarming over my head as well. And I don't want to be a vampire. So back to town we go. It's hard to believe a taillight assembly that's so large could put out an amount of light that's so small, but well, you saw it yourself. Just the way it is. Nothing serious, just kind of weird. That concludes our night drive. If you want to see the entire 1 week test we did on this nice vehicle, just go to the link and click and watch.